Hi everyone. I hope you can see me okay. A little bright in here, but it'll do. I'm back to read. We read this one a few days ago. Do you remember? It's about two turtles. They live in the ocean. The Adventures of Gary and Harry. A tale of two turtles. Do you remember what happened? They like to eat different things, right? Gary, he ate plants, and Harry liked to eat jellyfish. One mistakes a plastic bag for some food. And do you remember what happened? Let's read it. The story is by Lisa Matsumoto, and the illustrations are by Michael Ferreira. The Adventures of Gary and Harry. Deep in the sparkling sea. Gary the green turtle and his very best friend, Harry the hawksbill turtle, played in their ocean home. That was their home. They live in the ocean. Each day they would swim to the surface and happily dive beneath the waves. Sounds like an adventure. Gary and Harry loved their carefree life in the sea. They liked to visit many ocean friends. Who lives in the ocean? What are some of the other creatures? Do you see any? I see some. This one. The hermit crab. Who else do you see? Octopus. And a lobster. Can you think of some other ones? I'm sure you can. Olivia the octopus. Larry the lobster. And even Herman the grumpy old hermit crab, who really was nothing but a big softy under that crusty old shell. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling? Why is he so grumpy? For Gary and Harry, each day was a great underwater adventure. Some days they would explore deep into dark underwater caverns. They'd like to explore. Do you like to explore? Going on adventures? Look at that. How do you think they feel? Do you get scared? They look a little bit worried in the dark there. Other days, they would search for long-lost treasure buried deep in the holes of the old sunken ships. Look at that. The ships that had sunk to the bottom of the ocean. They would find treasure. What an adventure. Exploring. When they wanted a good laugh, they could visit the crazy clownfishes who perform in Harold Harlequin Shrimp's spectacular sea circus. It does look like it would be fun. Quite a laugh. Clownfish. They live in the ocean too. Who else do you see that lives in the ocean? Yeah, a starfish. One day, after their morning adventure, Gary and Harry were especially hungry. They really worked up an appetite. Adventures can be exhausting. You really use a lot of muscle, huh? As always, it was difficult deciding what to have for lunch, since they had different tastes in food. How about a salty seaweed salad made of fresh algae? Gary suggested. Algae? Look at his face. Yuck. They eat different things. Harold doesn't want to eat plants like Gary, huh? Algae. It's a living thing. It looks like a plant. It is made with sunlight and water and air. It's a little tiny plant. You can see it on this plant. The little speckles of algae. But Harry didn't want to eat it, did he? He made a face. I would rather have a nice jellyfish. His wish had been answered, for suddenly a school of jellyfish floated right by. Wow, look at all those jellyfish. How many do you think there are? Wow, that's a lot of jellyfish. Harry quickly swam to the largest one and swallowed it. Gulp. One big gulp. Gary expected to hear a satisfied but instead, Harry responded with a terrified Harry was gasping and choking. Uh-oh, he couldn't breathe. He was trying to catch his breath. There was no jellyfish he had swallowed. It was a plastic bag. Harry knew many sea turtles had died from choking on plastic bags, but he never once thought it would happen to him. Whoa. It got stuck in his throat, didn't it? And it blocked his throat. He couldn't breathe. We need to breathe to be alive. Uh-oh. Harry never thought it would happen to him. Harry desperately tried everything to remove the plastic bag, but it just wouldn't come out. His life flashed before him. But luckily, look at Gary. Look at that. Look at his face. He's using his muscles. He has his arms around his stomach. He is going to help him. He's doing a procedure. He learned it in his safety class. By using the Heimlich maneuver, the plastic bag flew right out from Harry's throat. He pushed right on his stomach. You have to do it with quite a bit of force, but look, that plastic bag came shooting right out. The air in his stomach pushed that plastic bag right out of his throat. What a great idea. Wow, that was close, Harry said while catching his breath. How did that plastic bag get in the ocean anyway? How else, Gary answered. The humans. Well, they need to be more careful to keep their trash out of our homes. That's their home. They live in the ocean. Keep trash out of their homes. Out of the ocean, Harry said angrily. Gary couldn't agree with him more. Suddenly, Harry's stomach rumbled. All the excitement worked up his appetite. I am starving, he told Gary. Let's get lunch. Just then, a beautiful jellyfish floated by. Look, Harry, just what you asked for. Quite an adventure, wasn't it, huh? They were out exploring, and then Harry needed some help. After what Harry had been through, suddenly jellyfish didn't seem so appealing anymore. Maybe I'll try one of those salty seaweed salads, he said. Gary's face quickly lit up. Well, I know the perfect place to go, he said. And with a flick of their flippers, they quickly dove through the crystal blue water, eager to enjoy a nice, delicious, relaxing lunch. The end. I wonder if the person who put that plastic bag in the ocean, did they know it would be harmful to the turtles? That's their home, huh? Remember when how did Gary help Harry? He used the Heimlich maneuver, huh? How did he do that? Remember? He grabbed all the way around. How did he get that bag out? It was a good thing that he went to that safety class, huh? Thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye-bye.